This right here might be the first ever match review I've done for Man United. And I can't lie. I can't lie. Michael Carrick ball, Man United ball, I'm vibing with it. I'm vibing with it. You know what I mean? I see where this is going. I see, you know what? This Danny who is about to cut his hair, get the trimmers out. Call the barber right now, because you're going, bro. Man United currently are playing some of the best football in the Premier League. This 2-0 win should have been 4, should have been 5, should have been 6, should have been 7. This was a dominant win. Don't let the scoreline fool you. Just look at the stats, look at it, and think to yourself, why was this not more than 2-0? Because this United performance, I'll speak about the performance, I'll speak about the player performances, I'll speak about how good this was, but I can't lie. If you look at the table, you look at Man United, forget even being in top 4. There's a very, very good chance that they could even climb higher than that and even get the second place. But we'll come to it, we'll get to it. Before we start talking about the game, make sure you all like the video right now, subscribe to the channel if you are new to the second channel, and of course comment your own thoughts. Man United fans, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I have made fun of Man United over the past years, and deservedly so. Deservedly so. I always make fun of Man United, and I've always made it very clear I don't like them. So the fact that they kept losing and losing and losing, it brought a smile to my face. But at the same time, I like football. I'm a football fan first, before I'm a Real Madrid fan, or before I'm a hater second. I enjoy watching good football. And one thing I can say, one thing I can admit, over the past couple games, Man United has played some good football. It started, of course, with the Man City win, which I thought, you know what? Maybe it's just Man City being bad. Maybe it's just City just being City, being not consistent, being not convincing enough. We've seen City do that over the past couple games. Then they did it to Arsenal. And despite the 3-2, they could have scored more than 3 goals against Arsenal. And that I was like, okay. Carrick, I wasn't familiar. Then the Fulham performance happened, and I'm like, yes, they're winning by 2. Fulham came back. They managed to get a last-minute goal by Sesko. Maybe. But this right here, beating and winning against 10 players is not easy. And they had to do that and for majority of the game. Even the first half an hour, it was all Man United. There was a couple chances Spurs tried. But Spurs, as they've done a lot this season in the big games, especially with Thomas Frank, which I just don't understand it. They play, forget the low block, they play the lowest of lows. And they wish and pray for transition and for counters. When that red card happened, you already know what was going to happen. You already saw the script of the game, how Spurs was going to play for the majority of the game. Romero, clumsy, something that we've seen a lot from him this season. No, sorry, not this season. Over the previous seasons, that he has those rash, reckless, like tackles in him. Stupid tackle. Red card, deservedly so. And Man United now has to play against a 10-man Spurs side. Playing against 10 men is not easy, because now your approach and your game plan have to change. Now, rather than playing the same way that you were going to play, now you're playing a lot more controlled possession, and just being smart and not being lazy, because we've seen Man United play against 10 players for majority of the game, and guess what happened? They lost against Everton. That was against Ruben Amorim. So they've done it before. So playing against 10 players is not easy, but Man United made it seem easy for most of the game. The only chance which Spurs had was the chance which they had with Xavi Simons in the second half. Man United got the deserved goal in the 38th minute by Romero, and what a set piece it was. What a routine it was. Like, people make fun of Man United and Arsenal. Oh, this is the first and second highest. But that kind of set piece, that's what I'm vibing with. That's what I'm allowing. That's what I'm saying. You know what? Give me more of that. Because that was such a brilliant from a foul. That's straight from the training ground. Straight away from the training ground. Bruno with a quick corner. Sorry, not a quick corner. It was a quick corner. Quick corner. Fan copy. Copy with a beautiful touch. And Romero, rather than using power in that position, he was just smart enough. He understood the assignment. He understood there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players literally blocking the goal. All he needed was his placement, composed, simple finish, bottom corner. I don't know why it took Vicario 20 years for him to dive. Anyway, 1-0 Man United. They could have made it 2-0 by halftime. Few chances, which was missed. The number one thing for Man United in the second half was to get that early goal. Get that second goal, finish the game off. And they had chances. Couple of side goals, after offside goals, the right decisions, more chances missed. Shots from Dalot, shots from Luke Shaw, great saves from Vicario, shots from a header by Casemiro, great save by Vicario. That second goal was needed to come. And then there was a period of about 10 minutes where I felt like, Man United, am I seeing the same habits from last season? Am I seeing the complacency? Am I seeing, you know what? You're not finishing what you have to do. You've got chances. Bro, they're dead. They're literally dead. Finished the game off. And when Spurs made those 3 changes, when they brought on, who was it? They brought on Koulibaly, Tel, and Bissouma in the 80 minute. I knew immediately, cool, the game is going to open up, and that's where Man United will get that goal. This is where Man United will get a second goal. The moment I saw those 3 changes come in, it was so written for me, in my personal opinion, that United was going to score. And they scored what? Literally a minute after that. Great cross from Dalot. Sesko just misses the header. But Bruno Fernandes, can I just please talk about that goal itself? This wasn't a lucky goal. You might look at the replay. It might show up on the news articles, on the papers that it hit his shin, and you all of a sudden think, you know what? It was a clumsy, it was a lucky finish. Wallah, it wasn't luck. The Donny had every single intention of doing it. The cross came. He understood that with the power it came in, and with the second quick reaction, he knew that he wasn't going to connect with it with his foot. He knew that he wasn't going to have enough time to maybe go with a diving header. He knew he couldn't control it because it was coming with so much power, and there was a man behind him. He knew what he had to do was try to improvise in that position, and he did it better than anything that I could have expected it. Bro, that right here for me is one of the best goals of the weekend. And the weekend just started. But we're going to see nothing better than what I've just saw. Such an improvised finish by Bruno Fernandes. 2-0. The game was done by that. United could have made it 3, but they didn't. And United are now 4 games in a row. And of all the games, the win against Man City, which was such a dominant win. The Arsenal win, every game had something different. First, they had the dominant win. Then they had the remontada, the comeback, coming back from behind by 1 goal against Arsenal. Then they had the Fulham performance. Hold on, wait a second. Fulham just made a comeback. Is this going to back square one? But they managed to regroup towards the end and managed to get 3rd goal. And then they had, against 10 men, which isn't easy, they still managed to do it. Like, Michael Carrick deserves a lot of respect, a lot of credit for all those 4 wins, especially the first goal, like managing to bring the best out of certain players. You look at Kobbie Mainoo, who's brought into the team, and now he's performing like a player that England will be looking at. Am I going to be needing you at the World Cup? The answer to that question is absolutely. Luke Shaw is becoming more consistent, more reliable. Dalot, at the start of the season and throughout the whole season was seen as a bum. Now, over the past couple of weeks, his performances are starting to improve. This man right here, Casemiro. What a performance. This Donny, hey. This is Casa right there. This is Real Madrid version of Casemiro, but to a drugged version, to a complete advanced version. Like, at Real Madrid, he was, I wouldn't say restricted, but there is things that he wasn't going to be doing because he had Cruz and Modric next to him. And Madrid was so stacked with Benzema, even before that, Ronaldo and Isco, like, we didn't need him to do all the things that we see now. But now, because he understands, I'm not in that kind of Real Madrid team, I've got so much more freedom, I can express myself even more. I'm seeing him do things which I'm looking at him like, brother, I didn't see that Real Madrid. His bag, I'm seeing him add more things to his bag than no-look passes, the pass to Ahmad, the pass to Cunha. I'm like, brother, yo, Casemiro, this is a complete different version. I can't lie. The way he's moving, United, you might need to speak to him for with one more year. Because the way he's moving crazy. And of course, the man himself, Bruno Fernandes, who continuously, man of the match performance, creating the most chances. Kind of annoyed for him that he couldn't get that assist because that will take him to 13 assists and will get him closer to Titi's record. But listen, I can't lie, just for United itself, it was such a good win, dominant win, entertaining. They had so many chances, missed a couple of chances, but they were playing some good football. Good football, and like I said, against 10 men, it's never easy. You might think, well, it's a man less, but that team itself, they're going to play a lot more defensive. They're going to put a lot of numbers at the back, and United, their approach have to change now. It's not what they thought they were going to face. It's now they have to change a little bit to being a little bit more disciplined and being a lot more controlled, especially in the possession. But I can't lie, United, listen, as I said earlier, forget even being a top four because now you're waiting for Chelsea and Man City. Bro, for Liverpool. Third and second is a possibility. But put down in the comment section what you guys think of Man United's performance. Like the video and let's see if Man United can actually get to 5 games in a row and whether that finally, the Donny can finally cut his hair, man.